What is going on, my lovely collective? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys. So, this is a collective reading. It's for all signs. It doesn't matter what sign you are. It's just picking up the energy that we are all going through. All right. This is a timeless reading, guys. Whenever you find this reading is when it's for you. If the title calls to you, you click it. The message is for you. Okay. All right, my loves. So keep in mind, guys, that it could be your energy that I'm picking up on for this reading, or it could be the energy of someone or something around you. All right. And just a disclaimer, guys, that I will never, ever, ever reach out to you guys for reading. If someone does, it is a scammer pretending to be me. So please be careful and do not get caught. All right. What's up, everybody? Aurora, thank you for being here. Okay. All right, guys. So let's see what is going on. How have you guys been holding up? All right. I hope everyone's well, surviving. All right. So, Spirit, show me the energy of the collective. What are we all going through right now? And hello to everyone who's here live with me. Thank you guys for being here. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Okay. All right, guys. So the first card we have here is the Knight of Wands. All right. The Knight of Wands could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, but let's see why that's coming out. King of Cups. Okay. That could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Let's see why these characters are coming up. King of Pentacles. Guys, this is going to be an interesting read because there's so many characters coming out. Spirit is already telling me to move this computer back to make more room. All right, I feel like we're going to get a lot in this. Let me just move this deck to the side. All right, we're dealing with a lot of characters, a lot of energy here. Wow, guys. 7 of Cups reversed. King of Swords. Guys, every single energy came out. We have fire, we have water, we have earth, we have air. There is a message in this for all of us. The only card here that isn't a character is the 7 of Cups reversed. As a collective, we are all downloading this understanding that we need. Oh man, this is powerful. Okay. Okay, Spirit, you want to take it there? Let's do that. Okay. No one is exempt from this. Not one person is exempt from this. Everyone's going through some sort of awakening or some sort of aha moment or some sort of clarity. There's, guys, it's like right now the universe is forcing, is pushing for everyone to see something. Every energy just came out. The Magician reversed, the 5 of Pentacles reversed, the 9 of Pentacles. Guys, all the energy that's going on around us right now is to force us away and to emancipate ourselves from things that were genuinely holding us back. Because Spirit is like, I'm sick of the way that everyone's been living. There's something each and every one of us could have done to elevate, to do more, to bring more blessings, to be in a place where we don't have to worry about anything, to be in a place where we can celebrate ourselves, okay? To be in a place where we're happy. And what's that coming as? An injustice. You're waking up because of something fucked up. You're waking up because of something uncomfortable. Yes, you're getting to this place of celebration, but how'd you get there? Ace of Swords, Temperance card reversed, 8 of Pentacles reversed. 10 of Wands. A fucked up, unfair burden. Something that was heavy. Something that made your soul so uncomfortable. If Spirit wants to take it here today, guys, let's see what Spirit has to say. But this is showing me very heavy energy that forces you to pay attention and to show up for yourself in ways that you've been needing to. Okay? What's up, Shay? Thank you for being here, Aurora, as well. All right. The Hanged Man. All right. The Hanged Man is going to be a very important message from Spirit, guys. When there's a lot happening, it's easier said than done to like stay calm. It could be so easy for us to overreact or just blow up if we feel so much stress happening. But Spirit is saying, as hard as it may sound, you need to go with the flow right now. You don't want to fight anything. You don't want to force anything. All right? This is not a time of begging or to try to force yourself into a puzzle that you're not even a piece for that puzzle. You belong to a whole other puzzle. All right, guys, this is not a time of forcing. I know that there's so much happening. But if you feel like there's things or people or opportunities getting ripped from your life, it's for a reason. Okay? And it's for you. It's not something that's happening to you. It's for you. Okay? Whether you guys realize it or not, there was things in your life that was making it harder for things to flow. It might have been making things harder for certain things to manifest. All right? But it might have been something so small that maybe you didn't see it for what it was. Okay? Now you're realizing that. The Queen of Cups. There's so many characters in this reading. The Two of Cups. The Lover's card. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. Guys, so this is something where Spirit is acknowledging that your soul may have been exhausted when it came to particular things in your life. There are just things where it's like, God, when am I going to find a breakthrough? When am I going to, again, be able to breathe? When am I going to be able to see better? To be more at one with myself? Okay, guys, everything that's happening right now is ultimately to bring you peace and to bring you closer to yourself. Like, I'm not saying you can't have people around you. You can't have loved ones around you. Like, yeah, guys, you can have, someone you sleep next to at night every night. You can have, family and friends in your corner. But what you're going through right now, even if you have people to talk about it, it's going to be solely you that's going through it. Because it's something that is bringing you back to you. It's bringing you back to a place where it's like, oh my God, okay, I love myself. I can do this. Okay. So again, even if you have people around you, you guys are going to be tested in a way to come back to you, to come back to yourself. Because some of you with the High Priestess reverse may have lost that. Okay. The High Priestess reverse is when we're unsure of ourselves, we're unsure of what's going to come in. And what's coming in is the 10 of Cups, the Sun card, the 3 of Wands. So guys, with the 3 of Wands here, what was it that you had to turn your back on? Because her back is turned. Male or female, doesn't matter. You had to turn your back. But look at all these ships. Look at all that water. All right, you can go anywhere. But something was just up. Something was done. This is a card of turning your back on something you know and expanding. All right? You're expanding. But you had to protect yourself from something. For a lot of you, Spirit may have put you in a position where you're like, what the fuck? Okay? A lot of you right now could feel like tired or depleted. You could feel like a situation was just like so much. There's a sense of wanting to be grounded in a way that you weren't grounded before. Eight of Swords. Okay, you have a lot on your mind right now. The Eight of Swords comes under the King of Swords. Okay. A lot of you could be in the energy of just trying to figure something out, trying to have a solid plan. Okay. A lot of you could just in general be in your heads, and it's like you're not so much willing to talk. It's like there's just something like you want to fix, or like you want to get over something. You want to get over some sort of hump. All right, Queen of Swords reversed. Seven of Swords, Six of Wands reversed. I don't feel like there's much talking that you want to do until something is figured out. Okay? Spirit is saying that the worst that could have happened in a situation has happened. All right? But you're unhappy with something, and like with the Four of Cups, you're not. The Four of Cups, it's like it's more so you weighing out what's next, you weighing out your options, you weighing out what you want to do, and not necessarily grabbing something right away because you don't want to make a mistake. You don't want to go through more conflict. All right, you don't want to find yourself lost. All right. We have the Ten of Swords reversed. Again, guys, the worst that could have happened has happened. All right. And guys, you find passion and you find peace because of a circumstance that didn't work out. So right now, some of you could be looking at a situation and you could be feeling like, fuck, I failed. You didn't fail. Okay, this is not something where there's a failure. This is Spirit saying something had to not work so that I can bring you the peace that you want. Okay. We have the Strength card reversed. All right, a lot of you are surrendering because you're tired. Spirit is pushing us. Spirit is pushing a lot of us to the point of like, yo, surrender now. What's up, Lavinia? So we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Okay. It's like someone feels depleted by something that's not moving forward. Someone feels like there's a failure for an area that they can't move forward in anymore. Little do you know that's what brings you balance. All right, this is what's bringing you balance. We have the Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay. When the Page of Pentacles reversed comes out, guys, that's telling me that there was a certain area where it's like you kept trying and you kept trying and you kept trying and you kept trying to get something off the ground, but to no avail. Okay. So there could be a lot of you like, fuck, I couldn't make so and so happen. Okay. So damn, like, you could be worried so much about something that, like, either you couldn't make happen or you couldn't keep it going, like you couldn't find a breakthrough. When spirit is saying that's what's actually going to bring you balance, something that didn't work. Okay. Wow, guys. Wow. So, guys, if I'm sensing that a lot of you might feel depleted, you might feel defeated, you might feel like, damn, like I did everything. Why couldn't this thing work, or why haven't I found a solution? Okay, Spirit says, don't worry, that solution is here. It's probably just gonna come in a slightly different way than what you expected. Okay, it's gonna come to you slightly different from what you expected, with an offer that probably wasn't even on the table. You guys are gonna end up accepting something that you didn't even know was an option. Okay, but again, because of what didn't work out, because of what you didn't leave behind, you're questioning yourself. You're doubting yourself. This wasn't to make you question yourself. This was for you to wake the fuck up and see what you can do. Guys, it's like Spirit right now is putting you under a test, and it's not to make you feel like a failure. It's the opposite. It's to show you what you can do under rough circumstances, or during hard times, or during a pressured time. All right? Like, a lot of you, you're going to go into something and be like, I can't believe I got myself in that position, when it's going to end up being, wow, do you see how I got myself out of that bullshit? Okay? So guys, this is something that's meant to wake you up. All right? Let's use another deck here. Get different energies. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands. And guys, this is called the Tarot of Opposition, if anyone's interested. The Five of Cups. Now, guys, I love this deck because there's no upright or reversal technically. So nobody could ever yell at me about a reversal, but it shows two sides of it, okay? Guys, look at this Five of Cups. What did I just talk about? Like, a lot of people are feeling devastated because of the circumstances that are being forced upon them, not realizing that that thing that you might see as a loss or a failure is what brings you happiness. Okay? Technically, if we had to give this a name, this would be the Five of Cups reversed. The Five of Cups reversed talks about recovery, happiness, feeling good, having a breakthrough. This is what this change is bringing you. Not this. It's bringing you this. This loss is bringing you happiness. This change is bringing you happiness. Spirit's on your side, guys, for this. All right? We have the Ace of Wands here. So I feel like, again, like something just ended in such a distasteful way. Okay? I feel like something may have just like sucked the passion out of you, or it could have put you in a place where you're not as hopeful, where it dimmed your fire. Okay, maybe before you had a fireplace, burning, and now this is like a few hours later when everyone's sleeping, when like that little last flame is on. You know what I'm saying? So it really, it's a lot you guys are coming out of. All right, but guys, the Nine of Cups. All right, this is bringing you towards happiness. This is bringing you towards fulfillment. Spirit is putting you guys in a place where your cup is going to be overflowing. Okay, because I feel like before, guys, you were getting, just as much as what the cup could hold. And now it's like, no, like you can ask for more. You can get more. You're not just limited to that cup. You don't have to just portion that cup. All right. It's like we have a stream over here of clean water. Like you can have as much as you want. Okay. Queen of Swords. Guys, this just had you look at life in a more like realistic way. Okay, guys. Like honestly, thumbs up or say something in the comments if you agree with me. But I feel like a lot of people lately have been forced to really focus on what's important lately. Okay. This isn't about like, oh, what's that, club that's opening on Friday, or what's that new spot to eat at? Like, this is like, you know what? How can, like, what do I have to do now to get a mortgage on a $900,000 home? Like, you're thinking like about shit that matters. Okay. It's not just like, I'm not saying you're not having moments where it's just plain fun, but you're really more serious about shit now. Okay. Judgment card upright. And guys, you're going to make the right call. All right. You're going to make the right call. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. What's your biggest enemy right now? Your mind. What are you guys telling yourselves? How are you guys speaking to yourselves? Do you have the energy of I give up, I can't do this? Or are you saying challenge accepted? How are you guys talking to yourself right now? It is 3 times more effort to think something positive about yourself than it is for something negative. And I'm saying this to myself now, and I'm saying this to you guys as well. But guys, when you get to that moment where it's like you want to just shit on yourself, stop yourself. Okay? Stop yourself. This card, no matter which way it is, it means the same thing. It's just that only on one of these ends did someone realize that they were not a prisoner. Okay? Guys, look at this card real close. If someone kidnaps you and they put you in this room, all right, and they leave for the night, you're telling me you're able to get up, right? You're telling me with all these knives here, you're not leaving that place? You're going to sit there and wait for the killer to come in the next morning? You're telling me you can't get out? Got to get out of your heads. All right, and this is not me, this is a collective reading. I'm part of this too. You got to get out of this mental agony. All right? You're doing more to yourself than the world is doing to you. Life isn't taking from you. Life is being given to you. This is the beginning to long-term stability. This is the beginning of this heavy feeling not being on your chest anymore. This is the beginning of getting out of any sort of survival mode that you may have been in. Brianna, I'm really glad to hear that, sweetie. We have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Moon card. Okay? Now, looking at the Ace of Swords first, one side is cutting shit out and taking control. The other side is, grabbing something by the blade, cutting yourself, all this bullshit. Like, guys, this is a story of taking control, not losing it. You're taking it. Okay? But the reason why there's all this mental activity in the mind is because, guys, honestly, Spirit is bringing us to uncomfortable truths. All right, guys, this is a time in our life where Spirit is going to tell us a little bit about ourselves. And there's not one person watching this or part of this that isn't, that is perfect. We all have one or two things that we can look at in our lives, and we know we can do better. Okay? So you're being forced to look at your shadow. Spirit wants you to stop whatever it was that makes you continue on in a cycle. That's why this time is so uncomfortable for so many of us. Spirit says, I'm going to give you happiness. Okay? But not until you look at the Scrooge part of you. All right? These are like the what's it called? An Ebenezer Scrooge, whatever that shit's called. The Ghost of Christmas Past. Like, you're going to wake up the next morning, you're going to be fine after all the ghosts have left. But it's like, now you're being forced to look at yourself honestly. You're being forced to look at your life. You're being forced to look at your choices. Okay? Because we have to be honest with ourselves. Wherever we are in our lives right now, we were part of that. We made decisions to get us here. All right? We can't all just look at one person or a job or something and blame that. No, we're part of it too. Okay, so this is why things are like uncomfortable, because Spirit is saying, look, I need you to fix this. And I need you to fix it for good so it doesn't keep happening. Like, fix this now. Learn this shit now. Okay? Page of Cups. Promising offers coming in, guys. Things that are going to be good. Ten of Cups. You're going to be extremely happy with this. Wow, the Emperor. The Emperor takes accountability. And this is what life looks like when the Emperor takes accountability. But when the Emperor does not take accountability, the Emperor is down. You guys are being shaken up because you had to be real with yourself when it came to something. Okay, guys? And I don't want you to beat yourselves up for this. I think that's actually a blessing. The way I look at it is, okay, if Spirit really wants me to get this down, if Spirit really wants me to understand this, then it's because Spirit has more in store for me. It's because Spirit wants me to do more. Spirit wants me to help more people. Spirit wants me to help guide more. So if Spirit is demanding I learn this, it's because Spirit has more in store for me. And it's going to require more accountability. It's going to require me being more on my shit. All right, guys, Spirit isn't doing this for you. Spirit is doing this to prepare you for the more that you're going to deal with. Queen of Cups. You're going to be at peace. You're going to be calm. All right? You're going to be fine. You are going to be okay. Like, you're going to be okay, guys. We have the Knight of Swords reversed. Okay? So in this case, guys, the shadow side of the Knight of Swords is coming out. So this is a card that talks about recklessness. Okay? Has there been anything reckless that you guys have tuned into? All right? Or it could just be that things just feel so negatively reckless, although it's in your favor. Okay? And again, guys, this deck is called Tarot of Opposition. Okay? Guys, so for some of you, there may have been something that was done to you that was very reckless, that was very just like dark and just like it wasn't meant. It wasn't done in a way to set you up for success. It was done in a way to kind of like hold you back. Like I see something done out of anger, spite, done out of misuse of power. Okay, but this is what actually brings you peace. For some of you, you could have someone that went out of the way to do something really nasty in your direction. And little do they know they pushed you into a better situation. Even though at the time you didn't feel like you were being set up for a better situation, but you were. We have the Knight of Pentacles. All right. We have the Ten of Swords. So yeah, guys, this talks about something just like something you have to stop going towards. Like there could have been a harsh or sudden ending. There could have been some sort of betrayal. All right. There definitely was darkness and whatever happened to cause the change that you're going through now. Okay. And honestly, it's something that felt very unfortunate, but Spirit is saying stand your ground. Something good comes of this. And be hopeful. This is someone that really feels like they have no options. This is someone that knows that there's so many that they're just holding that cup out because they know the right option will come. Like, guys, whatever chapter you're leaving, like, I don't think, you know how, like, you know when a show's about to end, like, I don't know, like Full House or Family Matters, like a show like that, and it's like the last episode, or the Friends one. Okay, let's use Friends as an example, okay? So the last episode, they're moving out of, their apartment, and they're looking at their life, and, they just look back and they smile, like, wow, so many memories. I don't think it ended that way. Like, I don't think it's something where, like, the cast is crying of happiness afterwards. Like, I think it's something where it's like, oh my God, that was so fucked up. Like, you didn't get a chance to look back and be like, oh, like, it was just like, no, go, 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 go. Like, go. Like, you don't feel good. It's like, if anything, it feels like you were kind of like kicked on the way out. You know what I'm saying? But something had to be done. Guys, you weren't growing in a certain atmosphere. You weren't growing around a certain person. You weren't growing in a certain environment. That's why this seems so drastic, guys. High Priestess. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay? So, guys, it's like you guys know deep, deep, deep down inside that something had to give you a push to demand more in your life. Okay? With the World card, guys, I feel like with the way things happened, you might not have been ready to jump into a next chapter. Or you might not have been ready to go towards something else. All right? Things might have happened, again, in just like a very drastic way. And you could feel like there's like, you could feel reserved. I feel like you guys feel, a lot of you feel like you're in the dark. A lot of you feel like you don't know what's next. And Spirit is like, now that you've closed out this chapter, you're going to have so many options. But something needed to be closed out. All right? You guys were doing a disservice to yourself. All right? So, yeah, you're walking away from something, but you're walking into the light. You're not walking into a storm. All right, guys? Like, this is working. This is working in your favor. Okay? It just might be so hard to see that in the beginning. All right? Like, I'm getting like the Pretty Woman feeling from this. Okay, if you guys haven't seen that classic, definitely check it out. But like, I'm getting the vibes of like, starting out life is a bit tough, and by the end of it, like, she's set up by the end of the movie, is she not? Okay. All right, my loves. So let's see. What is the tea? Drastic. Yeah, guys. Things, they feel extreme the way that they're happening. Lockdown, interlude. Okay. There's something in life that it kind of forced you guys to pay attention to something. It forced you to take a pause. Okay? To tune you back in. You were doing too much. All right? You needed to be tuned back in. And drastic changes, especially if you're an earth sign like me, it's going to give you anxiety. 144 in the room, 77 likes, guys. That's a sign. All right? This is going to bring you to something better. But there could be panic that you're feeling. Okay? All right? So it's telling me right now in this moment, this is how a lot of you are feeling. What's next? Okay. A lot of you can feel like you don't have a lot of wiggle room too. We have family. Okay. We have love affair. For some of you, this is going to be very specific. You could be dealing with someone that you haven't spoken to in a while. Okay, either because they cheated or they played you in some way, like they did something fucked up. And this was someone that you had a lot of unconditional love for. So this could be them feeling like shit because they feel locked out. And it could be them making a move very soon to contact you. Okay? We have nightlife. Roller coaster single. Guys, if this is someone that's trying to come back in, like, I just don't feel like you find them stable enough to take them back in. Whether this was a lover, a friend, family member, whatever. For others, guys, I feel like there's going to be a lot that you're just pulling yourself back from. Like, I feel like a lot of you, again, you're just taking things a lot more seriously. We have financial support. Yeah, guys, be careful of the people that want to come back in. Like, why do they want to come back in? Okay. Somebody could feel like they need, like, financial help from you. Okay, but you guys have been doing the work. Like, you really, really have. For some, there could have been a falling out with somebody. Either they feel like they need financial help, or you feel like you need financial help because you're not part of this anymore. It could be a family torn apart for some of you. But it's something that you had to cleanse yourself from. Guys, it's something that there's something that spirit is looking at, and it's saying, collective, I love you, but this is tainting your life. Okay, and it's like, I want you to be able to swim in and drink, clean water. I don't want you, taking in all this poison. We have denial, we have intervention. Okay, someone's gonna wake up simply because you're not allowing them around anymore. Okay, this reading, guys, I know that some people could be feeling uncomfortable in it, because when I see this denial and intervention card, this is kind of like spirit forcing us to see maybe something we don't want to, whether it's in ourselves or in somebody else. Okay. When you're somebody who's very magnetic, like you have this light, you have to be careful of who or what it is that you're attracting. Okay, because when you're in the light, guys, you're going to attract so much shit coming out of the dark. For a lot of us, this is a wake-up call of what can help our lives or what can, bring detriment to our lives. All right. I want to, I'm going to pull one card from Sacred Forest Oracle deck just to close this out. But yeah, this reading is definitely about a much needed wake-up call that works, to your benefit. Spirit, just one card, please. Just one card. Crystal Cave, Trust. Number 9. And guys, what do I always say about the number 9? Okay, it's the number right before completion. All right, there's a cycle that's about to be done. You guys are in like the last parts of it. So this says, you stand before the cave, but you can't see in. Although you don't know what to expect, certitude is rising within you. You know that you are meant to go forward. You know that you are safe. You take a deep breath in and then take the first step. Caves have long been considered secret passageways to sacred powers and forces. Certain shamanic initiations occurred in caves because they were thought to be places where your intuition could be activated. The appearance of this card is a message to believe in your intuition no matter where it takes you. Have faith in yourself and know that you're divinely guided even when you have doubts. Trust your feelings about others and about situations. You're exactly where you need to be. Trust is the foundation of the ability to manifest. Everything was created because someone believed that it was possible, and patience is absolutely crucial in the application of this principle. Change can happen in a heartbeat, but some things require time. Please be patient and know that it will happen. Whatever receives your care and attention will flourish. Believe. You've planted your seeds, now give them time to grow. In cultures throughout the world, the cave represents the womb, a source of life. They are where early humans sought shelter and protection. In the depth of the cave, know that you are safe and protected. The spirit of the crystal cave says, you can let go and allow your clear, focused intuition to flow freely. Follow the nudges from your soul. Listen to others, but trust your instincts. Okay? Guys, I love you. You got this. I'm going to read one more card here. It says Mystic Meadow for anybody that wants to watch it. Okay? Just because it was at the bottom of the deck, it may be important. Okay? The creatures and mystical beings of the forest know that the meadow at the center of the woods is a safe space where one can truly relax and feel comforted. When you step into the luminous meadow, it's not uncommon to see animals, such as deer curled up alongside sleeping bears. Foxes and rabbits lounge side by side. Unicorns, fairies, and elves all gather in the mystic meadow. You'll feel relaxed, healthy, and clear. This card appears as a reminder to replenish your inner resources. It's time to renew your energy and make tending to your own needs a priority. Practice extreme self-care. Protect yourself from less than positive influences in your life. The message here is to take shelter. Retreat into your home or spend time in places and with people where you feel at home. Mend physical objects. Organize your possessions and heal relationships. There is the possibility of a huge spurt of energy in the future, but unless you take this time to create foundations and nourish yourself, you might be overwhelmed by it all and miss the opportunities available to you later. This card can also mean that blooming and expansion are at hand. Flowering success awaits you. Healing energy is growing and beautiful things are to come. The spirit of the mystic meadow says, draw nourishment from the wellspring inside of you. Be a sanctuary for others. Go within and listen to the voice of your soul. Access your divine guidance. If you have been struggling or pushing, take time off, retreat, rest, and relax. Take a vacation or embark on a retreat. All right, guys. So I love how it said, you have access to a stream here. And I was just talking about that in the reading. Like life is going to give you, a water source with an unlimited, water supply coming in that stream. So guys, this is all happening for you. You just have to trust the process. All right. You just have to trust the process. Okay. And I will leave it there, guys. I love you. If this did resonate with you and you guys want to donate, there's links in the description below to do so, as well as my website. If you guys want a personal reading, I'd be honored to read for you guys. I love you. And until next time, take care.